All right, this is the quiz solutions for quiz 3-1. So we're going to go over this, but this is one requirement if you want to retake a quiz, which we would do that during Tiger Time. And so you'd, you know, request like, hey, I want to retake this during Tiger Time, but you're going to have a few things. Okay, first of all, you are not eligible to retake a quiz if you didn't complete all your assignments during the week, and you didn't do the ed puzzle videos, something like that. If you didn't do everything you're supposed to do the first time, then you're not eligible to retake a quiz. But now that you know that, you can be eligible to retake all your quizzes this quarter by making sure that you do all the work that you're supposed to do. And if for some reason, you run out of time, life happens, you just need to make sure that you communicate that with me so I can make an exception for you. I understand that, but at the same time, we want to teach you to advocate for yourself proactively, not reactively. You're not going to get a lot of leeway from me reactively, which means after I put the grades in the grade book, I'm not trying to go back and put the grades in a second time. But the grades that are going in, you're going to get grades for your ed puzzle, for your Khan Academy, for your quizzes. So these things, you want to make sure you stay on top of them. And then if you do all that you're supposed to do and you get a bad quiz grade, then we'll correct it. So I'm making this video so you can make your corrections and then you can try again. Okay? So get out a piece of paper and be prepared to write every one, not just the ones you got wrong. We're going to do all the problems. So I'm going to do all the problems, and I'd like it if you also did all the problems. Okay. Unfortunately, forgot my writing pad. So we're doing this with the mouse. Okay, so we have a two-step equation here. And what we want to do is get the variables on their own side and the constant terms on their own side, just like this week with the multi-step equations. So my variables here, so I want to get the constants over to the left side. And that, excuse me, is -20. And I'm going to bring down the -4m. Now, I think you should know we want to divide by the coefficient of the variable, which in this case is -4. Okay, and so that would be +5. Questions about that? Screenshot this and post it as a traffic light problem. Let's go on to how we get to number 2. I got to type it in. Let's see. 5. Yeah. Oh, done. Okay. Okay. Question number 2. So this one looks a little different, doesn't it? So n plus 5 all over -16. So that means it's being divided. The whole expression is being divided by 16. So the first thing we need to do is multiply by the -16. And that will cancel that out. It's going to give me +16 on that side. And n plus 5 on the left side. Okay. And then we just need to get the constant terms on the left this time. And write this down here. So that n equals 16 minus 5, 11. Okay. So little different inverse operations, but you can go through the two-step equations on Khan Academy and even on IXL and make a little chart of all the different ones that you see so that you have all the examples. In fact, in 87, we made an anchor chart today where we made several examples so that everybody can look at the anchor chart and say, which one does this one look like? And if you have all the examples, you should be good to go. So here's another one. This time, just the variable is being divided by 9. So in the one we just did, the whole thing on the left side is being divided by 9. But since just the variable is being divided by 9, our first step is not to multiply. It is to get that constant term over to the other side. Then we'll multiply by 9. So now ones cancel, and we just have our m over 9, and then this is -1. Like I said, now we'll multiply by 9. And cancels. M equals -9. All right, 3 done. Too bad. Okay, so very important that we all understand two-step equations, because now we have, multi-step equations. Okay, so graphing -8x minus 4. So when we're doing this, the first thing we need to know is what is the y-intercept, and then what is the slope. And we are going to put our first point at the y-intercept, and we're going to use the slope to get another point, and that's it. Okay, that is it. So you can do this. So look at this equation, y equals -8x minus 4. What is the y-intercept? And you should be saying at this time, it's the constant term. It's -4. And actually, as a coordinate, it's the point 0, -4. Mostly everyone did a good job putting a point at the y-intercept. It was the slope where I saw the most people get confused. So let's talk about that. The slope, first of all, is -8. It's the coefficient of the variable. So slope is -8. And since it's a whole number, and the slope is like rise over run, right? It's a fraction. So we need to write even the whole number slopes as a fraction. So if it's a whole number, we put it over 1. And I made a slope chart in the previous Ed puzzle video. So you should be able to refer to that. Negative means we go down and right, or we could go up and left. Okay, so 2 ways, but I don't know what this is. So from the 4, I'm going to go down 8, which would give me the -4, and right 1. So here is one way we could write it. I saw a lot of different people zooming in and zooming out. You didn't really need to zoom in or out. Just put the points right there. But another, yeah, I guess you can't go up 8, right? Because that would make it 12. So I guess maybe that's why some people zoomed out. So going up 12 and right -1, that's another way to do it. Up and left, right? So down to -4 and right, or we could go up and left, and you see it's the same line, that line. All right, so there you go. So now let's graph another one, and we can just erase that and this because we're going to follow the same steps. What is the y-intercept? This time it's 5. So we're going to graph the point 0, 5. And what's the slope? There's no number there. So what number do we write if we just see a negative sign? The answer is -1. And we put it again over 1. So again, we're going to go down and right from the y-intercept. So put a point at 5. And I don't need to zoom in or out here. I'm just going to, and then if I go over 1, I got to go down 1. So, like here I'm matching up. Down 1, so down from 5 to 4, and then right 1, So you can see I have a point at 0, 5 and a point at 4 and over 1. So that's down 1, right 1. And that is the line. Any questions? So we plot the y-intercept and we use the slope to get second point. And fun, the next slope is positive. So instead of going down and right, we are going to go up and right. It's the only difference, down or up. Negative is down, down like a frown, negative, frowning, negative, down like a frown. So, okay, so let's just go ahead and graph the next one. We're starting with the y-intercept, which is 3. So we have the point 3, 0. And our slope is 3 over 2. Positive, so like I said, we're going up and right. We're going to go up 3 and right 2 from the y-intercept. So I'm going to put a point at 0, 3. I'm going to get myself a second point, match it up, and I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. From 3 to 6, that's up 3, right? And I got to go right 2. So right, I'm a 0. That's right 1. I'm right 2. 2, 6. So there we go. This 0.26 is up 3 and right 2 from my y-intercept. So that's the line. Any questions? Screenshot whichever one you have a question about and then traffic light it. Tim makes the following claims about the graph below, which are true. The slope is 2. Okay, if I go from the y-intercept, which is 0, I got to go up 2 and right 1 to get to the next integer point. Up 2, right 1. So I do know the slope is 2 over 1, which is 2. So the slope of 2, that's right. Slope can be written as 2 over 1. That's right, I said that. Actually, I take no, Tim, you were right. Don't second guess yourself. Because of the y-intercept, the equation is 2x plus 1. No, the y-intercept is 0, so the equation would be y equals 2x. The graph is increasing from left to right. So increasing means going up, right? So if I look at the left side and at the right side, and if I put my finger on it, it's going up. So yeah, no, not that. It's increasing from left to right. Decreasing would be the other way. All right, I think we're doing pretty good. I think we got them all right so far. Okay, which of the following is not a component of a linear graph? Well, we know the slope, the y-intercept, yes. The x-intercept is also on a graph. A constant rate of change is the definition of a linear graph. The multiverse, I think that's something from Spider-Man. That is not a component of a linear graph. Yeah. Which version of slope-intercept form below has a y-intercept of 0? That would be the one without a b, which is right here. Y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept form. Y equals b would be a horizontal line through b. And A, B, C, those are just the first 3 letters of the alphabet. All right, now I got some strange responses to this. It was almost as if people didn't actually read what I was asking. So let's talk about it. From here on out, you'll need to spend 20 minutes or more, 5 days a week, practicing math outside of class so you can come with your questions. Hopefully you are already doing this. Write your plan to ensure this happens so you can do your best. So some people wrote stuff about like, I'm going to do IXL. And I was thinking to myself, but I'm assigning you Khan Academy. You're being graded on Khan Academy. So why would you do IXL? And some people were like, yeah, I'm going to tell my mom to tell me, and those people did not get points. But the people that said like, I'm going to spend 20 minutes when I get home from school every day, that was good, or I'm gonna set an alarm and after dinner, I'm gonna work for 20 minutes, 5 times a week. There you go. Or someone said, I'm gonna do all my homework and then I'm gonna do 20 minutes of math each day. So if you said something like that, where I could see your plan included 20 minutes a day of math. But some people said, I'm going to spend 15 minutes on Sunday. And I said, you're not getting any points for this question because this question is asking you to spend 20 minutes a day. And that is what I'm asking you to do. Not 15 minutes on Sunday. That is not success mindset. Okay. 20 minutes every day outside of class time. So what could that look like? That could look like this plan. When I get home from school, I will eat a snack and then set the timer for 20 minutes and work on and if I already have 100% on everything, then I will use the assignments to create practice quiz for myself and take it. I will submit extra traffic like form and even give Mr. Field a link to my quiz so he can see what can I do? Like, yeah, thumbs up. That's good. This is such a nice response there. Yes, I'm not the only response, but you can clearly see this person is spending 20 minutes a day, and they even have a plan if they already have 100% on everything, which it sounds like they're going to because they just really got their stuff, in order here. Okay, so there you go. But if you just wrote down something esoteric like, you know, I'm just gonna try harder, that is not gonna get you 20 minutes every day. Okay. So I hope that I'm going to ask you another question like that on the next quiz. And so just read it carefully and make sure that your plan includes an actual plan of how you're going to get that time spent, because that is the beginning of how you're going to be successful. All right. We've went over every answer. I hope this was helpful. Now, nobody has to meet with me at lunch or anything to do the answers. You all have them. And if you need to take a retake and you did do all the Khan Academy and your Ed puzzle, but you still didn't do your best on the quiz, then you just submit a grade change request form and let me know and put your corrections that you just wrote down from this video in your grade change request form so that you are eligible for that retake. All right. Bye, guys.